You're on the TikToks, you know, you're neighing, you're woeing.
I'm TikToking.
We're on the TikToks, and we've discussed it a bit on the show before, which is kind of like, intellectual property theft is such a grey area on the app. You described it as the Wild West, which is a good...
It is the Wild West.
way to put it.
I just think it's wild because the amount of effort it takes to tag someone is so little.
Yeah.
It's not like you have to file off some paperwork and 4 business days later you can fucking... it's so easy.
Yeah, it's and then the username which you've actually seen the TikTok and clearly enjoyed it yourself.
The one that gets me at the moment is people who are lip syncing people's stand up and then don't tag the person.
That makes me so mad because I love the idea of creating a sketch out of a bit because that's what we do. We create a story, and I love people creating playing characters and shit, but not tagging the fucking comedian is so terrible.
Dude, just tag. You could do a 3-minute video, just saying Billy Darcy is the biggest cunt on the planet. Just tag me. I'm in for it, dude.
There's no such thing as bad press.
Yeah, 100%. And people who lip sync a podcast clip or something, it's fucking hilarious. I love it. Just shoot a tag away. But I had this chick recently just do one of my TikToks word for word, verbatim. And she just did it in her
refilm
voice.
It. She didn't lip sync.
This is what pissed me off is this girl did you can play maybe the original and the thing if you have it up in your microphone, but if you want to get that up, that'd be good. I can get it up. I don't have the girl's one though.
She took it down. I've got a bit of it. She took it down. So what happened was someone sent it to me one morning just before I was about to do a podcast. So I had some choice words for her on my podcast.
Yeah.
And I put it on my Instagram story. I didn't say anything. I was like, oh, this chick's dead set kidding. Haha. And then, obviously, you guys have a lot of fans. I have a couple. And I felt really bad for what happened next. Guys and gals are sending me screenshots being like, don't worry, Bill. I've sorted it out for you. Nothing but death threats. Nothing but death threats. And
that's not good.
And I was like, oh, fuck. This is a bad look.
It's
1% of me
it
was
isn't good. Sometimes you want to be you love them just going, hey, this is Billy's joke. You should have credited them. But for every 7 of those people, there's got to be at least 2 that go, hey, have you thought about killing yourself and your family at the same time?
Yeah. So a comedian I take an interest in, you've used one of his ideas. Now I'm going to vividly describe how I would kill you given the opportunity. It's anyway, within an hour, she blocked all these people. She'd taken her account down and deleted the video. And I honestly felt really bad. It wasn't that big of a deal. It was an 11-second video. So I felt really bad for that. But there's this one kid on TikTok, dude, who's got maybe I don't know how many followers, but more than me because I was pissed off about it. And he just lip syncs Carl Barron videos. That's all he does.
I've seen him, and he doesn't tag Carl Barron ever.
Yeah, it's not like Carl Barrett needs the tag. I'm sure Carl will be fine, but it's fuck, you're just a little cunt, hey. I just fucking hate it so much. Carl Barrett is the greatest comedian in Australian history, pretty much. The guy's got hours of material. Just at Carl Barrett. Do you know what I mean? He's worked on that material for years.
I think that's the thing that bothered me so much about the one I saw of you, because I've had people literally lip sync my audio, which kind of didn't bother me that much.
I like that. I think that's hilarious.
Well, that at least, if you do it on TikTok, doesn't it link back to you?
I think they must have saved mine and then done it. Someone sent it to me. I got tagged
sucks because then doing that is actually harder. Sometimes people go out of their way to not credit you. That sucks.
Yeah. That I think is what happened. But I was like, who cares? It's not something, it was some video I did 3 years ago, and if they want to lip sync it to their 50 followers, great. But the one that pissed me off about yours was it would have taken her way more effort to learn what you said off by heart, repeat it exactly, which she did, and then chuck it up. You're right. The tagging you would have been the easiest part of stealing that bit.
Yeah, she was trying to copy the inflections and stuff as well.
She butchered it. It was horrific.
It was butchered, yeah.
It's this weird culture on TikTok where because it's so easy to just take someone... I mean, that's the platform, is take what someone else has done and do it. That's what it is. But I remember I saw like some other comedian going off about someone stealing their joke, and the comments were just full of literally. I read one that made me want to snap my phone. Wow! Imagine thinking you can own or create a joke, word for word. Imagine thinking you can own or create a joke.
But that's the attitude now of like 9-year-olds, because they've never been around that era of the internet where it was discussed. Because there used to be a massive problem with it. Like you used to call it out, like that SoFlo Antonio guy just stealing videos and shit. Yeah. And now it seems like it doesn't matter anymore.
I'll tell you what I had yesterday on TikTok. Mate, people are fucking just ravenous for content now. Like, it's impossible. Yeah. So I did a podcast during the week, and I talked about this Ziggy Albert's song that I've been listening to, right? I've been listening to it for like 2 months. I thought it was about like love and stuff, and it turns out it's like an anti-5G conspiracy song. And so he's talking about, he's like, oh, a stronger connection, what's the price? I thought he was talking about his fucking ex-girlfriend, but he was talking about his phone the whole time. So, like, you know? And so I talked about it in the podcast, and then I did a little TikTok video about it, you know?
Yeah.
In the comments, this guy's like, stop recycling stuff. This was on the pod. And I'm like...
Oh, shut up.
Shut the fuck up. I hate that shit. What do you want, bro? I got one fucking brain. What do you want
I'm just
from me?
one guy. And it's like... So now it's like he's having to go at me for using my own ideas. Like you can't even use your own stuff. Like it's like
you can have one thought once, say it, and then never repeat yourself on the internet. All
well,
right?
that shit happened to me. Like I wrote a tweet and then it went really well, so I recorded me saying the tweet because it's a joke and put it on TikTok. And then I had all these people saying that I stole the fucking joke from someone, not remembering that it was me, cunt.
Dude, people are just ravenous for content. Like, they just can't get enough.
Dude, we get blasted on our fucking Luke and Lewis TikToks because, like, the Luke and Lewis one, we don't run that account, right? So we just, like, Devlin, our TikTok guy, he just, like, posts on it, right? So I just occasionally, like, go on and read the comments because I'll just forget about it. And I just read one comment. It had, like, 15 likes, and it was just, like, some stranger blasting us going, you guys aren't as funny as you think you are. And then there was... The follow-up comment just said, yeah, this podcast is nowhere as good as these guys think it is. I'm like, in what video did we say how fucking good we think we are? Dude, we just and people like get angry at us that we laugh. They're like, these guys laugh too much. And we're like, sorry for having fun with our friends.
Yeah.
It's just because people are just sitting there like looking at their phone at fucking 3 a.m. just like mindless infinite scrolling, drooling and going, I don't laugh at anything because I've got no fucking serotonin. They see two guys having fun and they go, this can't be real.
Yeah.
Dude, people always think I'm drunk. They're like, man, you're so fucking wasted. And I'm like, nah, dude, it's called a personality. All right.
Yeah. Dude, I love, like you were saying with comments you don't look at, I like when, someone will comment on like a video from 6 months ago and it comes up and you click on it. And then you see the comment below that is like, Darcy, you're a fucking hack. Kill yourself. Like 100 likes. And it's been there the whole time, but I never saw it. And so like, I've just been living my life for the last 6 months going like, do-do-do, like just on cloud nine. If I had read that 6 months ago, it would have rattled me to my core. Like it would have fucking, I would have been like, fuck.
Dude, it's almost worse to find that shit later. That happens to me all the time on Facebook because Facebook, I don't give a fuck about it anymore.
Yeah,
so I just chuck some shit on there and I look at my other stuff and then every now and then I'll check like, oh, what's happening in my Facebook? How's my post been going? And then I'll see a post from 3 weeks ago and there's a top comment going, you suck, you should quit. At the time, if I read that in real time, that wouldn't bother me at all. But going back and seeing it later, seeing the one comment, that doesn't bother me. But seeing 30 people going, yeah, you know what? I agree. That fucking rocks me a bit.
Dude, I had a good one. I had a good one last week, actually. A mate of mine from soccer messaged me like, he was like, oh, mate, this guy at my work likes your TikToks or something. And he sent me one of the videos from like 6 months ago. And I click on it. And the top comment is, dude, how do you look 18 and 58 at the same time? And it's like 600 likes.
I get that so much. It's crazy.
And like, it's fucking hurtful. Like, because either option is lame, like 18 or 58. You're a loser either way. And I just had no idea. That's been sitting there for months. People just loving it. Laughing at my expense.
Luke gets that really rocks the ego so often.
Dude, in the last podcast, the top comment was Luke looks 38, and it wasn't a reference to the episode. It was just people watching it and observing, and then
I was just pulling that one up. I was just gonna pull it up.
I saw it, mate. Don't worry, it fucking hurts. While we're on the topic, boys, this one is a very niche thing that just pisses me off. I think it's just those comments that I think they're trying to burn you, but it doesn't really make sense. So I chucked a podcast clip on TikTok where I was talking about I can't afford to listen to AirPods in the shower.
Right? I saw that.
Like, it's financially irresponsible, because I know a couple of mates that do it, and someone said saying it would be financially irresponsible while talking into a 1K mic, because this mic's quite expensive. And I went, yeah, mate, that's why I'm not recording this in the fucking shower.
Yeah.
Like, what's
dude,
your point? Like,
dude,
I was like, what do you mean? Like,
I just don't. When people take things seriously, it's like
crazy.
I'm not in for that. I did one recently about like a video where I was like, oh, I don't want to have dinner with my mum on a Saturday night. Like, I was like, Mum, you're a Tuesday or a Wednesday. Like, just a little joke, all right? Just a little bloody joke, 11 seconds long. All the comments are like, watch this back when she's dead, you fucking cunt. Like, and like, guys who...
Comments like, I'm going to kill her just so you miss her.
And like, blokes with no mums being like, I'd do anything to have dinner with my mum. Doesn't matter what night of the week, mate. You're a piece of shit. Like, this sort of stuff. And it's like...
TikTok is not made for comedy. It's made for, like, relating to stuff. And people try and look to relate to something more than they look for a joke. So they look to it and go, oh, that's not a nice thing to say. And you're like, yeah, that was kind of that's the point. That actually was
the joke.
Yeah. They just want videos of like, oh, does anyone else drink their water this way? And then like just chicks with enormous racks. Like, that's all people want. And I'm in for both, to be honest. Like, what an app.